Welcome back to Popes and Pylons. Let's play a little more of our small intro campaign as Castile in the new DLC for Europa Universalis for the Golden Century. We're just trying out a bunch of nations. We started with Castile because it's sort of the main headliner of the DLC with 2 episodes in. This is episode number 3. I'm going to play for another 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to cheat around a bit, see if we can form Spain and have a look at the Spanish mission tree and the Spanish ideas and all that. By the way, things I have not highlighted and I will probably forget to highlight in the future is like 3D models. You can see this guy has definitely Spanish or Castilian coat of arms and all that, and I believe there are, no, I know that there are unit models for the different ages or different texts maybe available. I don't know if these boats also have their own model. I know there are new boat models for the Berber nations, like this one here. I'm pretty sure that one is new. Oh, that's me. It's not a Berber nation. Still looks very new to me. So this is probably also new. But I read that there are a bunch of new boat models for the Berber nations as well. And this one, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not super deep into all that part of flavor. I do like the edited music in general, but this one, I don't see the unit models from this sort of screen. I want to be as zoomed out, well, not as zoomed out as possible because that would be like this and unplayable, but very much zoomed out when I'm playing, so I don't really see the unit models much. Anyway, where were we at? We have not been super successful. I mean, we didn't do badly or anything. We ate Granada. We got favors with France by helping out in the English War and stuff, but I think we could have done a lot more expanding than we did. One thing I should have done earlier, I decided last episode that we're gonna go for Portugal as a target. I should definitely have rivaled them, if only to speed up the whole spy network process, but also to give us more population. We should also, it's also a thing I sometimes forget, not as much in my real campaigns, but for this one it just happens. We should be embargoing our rivals, and our rivals are England and Portugal and Aragon, I believe. Is that true? Yes. Let's go ahead and embargo Aragon. I've also looked up, not that this is gonna happen in this campaign probably, looked up again how the Iberian wedding actually works. So the one that you see the AI do all the time, where Aragon becomes a subject of Castile or under personal union of Castile, and with that go Naples and in this case probably Navarra, because they're also subject junior partner of Aragon. So the way that fires is that either we need to have different genders on our rulers, which currently is not the case. Wait. This very much looks like a personal union to me. I'm confused. We are both King... Oh no, I'm King Huan II, and he's King Huan II. Okay. Sure. So if we have different genders, then that event fires, or if the AI partner, so in this case Aragon, has a regency. So either of that would be great for us, of course, to take over that personal union. We'll see. But probably not going to happen in this episode. So what are we doing? We are preparing to go to war to Portugal. I think we have a claim, right? Now, usually I might want to wait for more claims, but honestly, with them currently being in a losing war, let's just stop drilling, and us having no time, stop drilling and go for that soon. Yeah, I know we're losing innovativeness. We don't have any, though, so that's fine. I'm not gonna build any buildings for this campaign. If I was playing this for real, I would probably be looking at... That's probably the nobles, right? Oh, civil war. Because we have very low administrative skill and low diplomatic skill. Yeah. How do we stop civil war again? Be the lesser part of a personal union. I don't want to be that. Or not a monarchy. We just need a better ruler. That's what we need. Just need to die. We're 48. I think I'm gonna make myself into a general here. Yeah, it's gonna cost us stability if we die, but yeah, I still really want to die. So let's make our ruler into a general. 2 siege. It's actually gonna help, maybe. And then what was the other thing I was looking at? Right, money, buildings. We could start building temples. If I were going for a longer campaign, I definitely would look for a nice temple. Like the one in Toledo here is great. Everything but above 0.10 is pretty okay. 0.15, maybe. So grab that morale back. The question is, do we wait for 25 spy network? How much do we get a month? We get like 1.71. Do we wait for another claim? Claims are great and all, but you know, since this is a short run thing, we're just going to go for some war, I think. Yeah, England is going to come in. We're just going to have to be okay with that. I should probably tell my trade boats to go home at war, because this otherwise could become scary with the English Navy and all that. And even the Portuguese Navy. Honestly, just have them head home right now before we declare. I already lost 5 boats for no reason. I don't want to lose another million. Do I want my monarch in charge? No, not quite yet. Just declare here. Don't declare for Porto. France wouldn't even come in with favors. Okay. Because they're fighting another war. Who are you fighting, France? What are you doing? Okay, yeah, I get that. That's a big war. I don't think we need France here. But it would have been nice to have them deal with any English incursions that might happen. It's fine. Go, declare. Take Porto. Boom. Let's walk straight in here. I should have definitely stood somewhere closer. Wait, there's a fort here? Yes. Just didn't see it for some reason. The Portuguese have like 15,000 guys, so what we can do is go down to... actually... just leave a 6 stack here. I'll move you guys out, then I'm gonna move 1 guy. Put my king in charge. Yes, if my king dies in the siege, we lose 2 stability. But if that kills our king, that's worth it. That's just such a bad king. You're running onto boats. Interesting. Can I catch you before you do? No. I don't know what you're trying. Oh, you're coming back? What is that movement, Portugal? What? You run onto boats from here, then land the boats? So you run straight into my troops with a naval penalty? AI, man. Yeah, that's 3 heavies of the Portuguese with a 2-star admiral. I don't think we want to go out there. I think we just leave the seas to our enemies here. And try to hunt down this 9 stack. And once we have this 9 stack, we're gonna go and take the English land up north. So though that they don't have an easy landing. To Lugo. Now this might be a bit of a... No, we're catching them. Excellent. I was about to say a bit of a ring around the rosy here, but that's not the case. Okay, so... what do I want to do here? I want to do a full carpet siege of the Portuguese. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 provinces. Not necessarily for actual sieging. So what is it? BBV, I think? BBV. Yeah. So that split them all into individual 1 stacks, and now we can go and send them all into individual provinces. This way the Portuguese cannot recruit any more troops. And then we can walk over here and deal with the English fort. And which also doesn't take all my troops, so I should probably fix you as well. 7,000, perfect. You don't need the general though. No need to risk him dying if he doesn't have a siege pip. Now the only thing we have to watch out for, well, the only thing, one major thing we have to watch out for is the English actually trying to land some troops on our 1 stacks. This is an empty transport fleet, so we're fine on that. The Portuguese actually did recruit some troops there, but they had low morale, so we were fine. I'm gonna support this guy. I'm even gonna give him a general, as weird as that is. But the battle looks good. And do we have enough? Yeah, I think we have enough to also start a siege of Lisboa here. And the fleeing stack is gonna come in here and die, which is awesome. Well, it's just a one stack with stack wiping, but still it's a stack wipe. Should always be happy about your stack wipes. Did we not get a stack wipe there? Just kill this guy here. Just stop them from ever having an army. Is kind of the plan here. No, you're not quite enough. Did I miscount? I mean, apparently. No, this is 6,000, it's just attrition-y. And Lisboa needs more than 6, so let's... never mind, let's just leave a guy here. Move the rest out. The one guy is simply to block spawning. 0.9 Portuguese. Oh, that's where the Portuguese stack went. I see, I see. Where are you landing? In A Coruña. It's over here. That done. Try to catch that one stack. English ships are still empty. It's Portuguese ships. Where are the English ships? We don't know. There's 14,000 English over in Calais. I assume they won't get access through the Spanish land, though. The French land. Spanish. I also won't get access to my land. Has Commissioner access to the lands that are on Isles in Portugal? No. Okay. French and the English hate each other, so we should be absolutely safe from sort of a northern incursion here. And my general died. Unfortunately, not my king. Root out the rot or gain corruption. Yeah, I'm gonna pay off that corruption, I guess. Civil war. Really be nice to switch that king out. Not gonna lie. So I don't think we can cross here, but maybe they let us. Be nice if we could get onto Ceuta. I assume they're gonna block me. Without a general... Sure, I guess. How are my nobility? Yeah, super influential. Can't grab a general there. 2-to-1 odds should still be okay if we get the crossing penalty. Yeah. There's the siege of his capital. Get you on there. That's 8. We need 10, so get 2 more guys on there. You guys connect up over there. And then we do need more troops on Ceuta. Ooh, hello. Running to Lugo. Okay. Where are the Portuguese grabbing these troops from? I mean, clearly they are probably building them on like the... over here, right? Yeah. On one of their islands. Course coming in on the former Granadenland. Very nice. And we can finally start the siege. Portuguese troops gonna pop in and pop out. Come on, Portugal. Die. Thank you. English ships. Transports, but no troops on it. You see that? There would be a hash sort of sign next to the transports and then a number if there were any troops on the boats. So we know they're not. So how many troops do I walk over the strait here? What do I need for 6? 2 here, so we want another 5. Yeah, usually you don't want to siege with cavalry because they don't do anything extra for sieging and they cost more to reinforce. But I currently don't have infantry around, so I'm going to use that cav. It's fine. And we do all the siege at the same time because there are no enemy troops really threatening us. As long as the French don't give any military access to the English, and as long as the English don't decide to actually put troops on boats, it's all fine. Lose ducats, gain loyalty, and lose influence on the clergy. We're gonna have to do this one. Because they are already 90 influence. Keep the prestige negative. Nice, nice. That's civil war, though. Could we... Can't do it at war. Probably can't abdicate while our prestige is negative, I think. I think we need at least 0 prestige to be able to spend the 50 to abdicate. Let's get our cav out of here. Merge. I like that the Portuguese are just letting us do this. That's pretty awesome. They could easily block us. Maybe they're afraid of my navy, but they really shouldn't be. I mean, is Leinster in this war? Oh, you're subject to to England, I guess. Alright. Never research your position before you go to war. Just do. We keep on getting raided here. That's another thing. If you want to play as Spain, you probably want to set up pirate hunting. Yeah, see? Pirate hunting along the coast. So you don't get constantly pirated. But... wait. Oh, this one. That is not something we can do while we're at war against a navally superior enemy. Still something you want to do, for sure. No, that's Granadan separatists. Okay. Gonna have to deal with those eventually. Good thing we have some armies. Hey, England. How do you feel about this war? Do you want to be in this? Probably yes. Yeah, they still want to be in here. So we're not gonna separate piece out the English, probably. We're just gonna go and have to wait for some good war score on this Portuguese. We're already 16 minutes in, so I'm kind of tempted to put a stop to this. How do we do with you? I think we wait a bit. These rebels are not going to do anything bad. They're going to have to walk to Malaga and siege down the fort before they can do anything. Really negative. I think they're gonna cause some devastation. Can have a look at that here. Right now we're 0.1 devastated, and once you do that, you're still 0.1 devastated. Yeah. Okay, so they didn't even cause any extra devastation. They did not cause the extra separatism because of the fort. Morocco preparing to attack Portugal. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. They are in a bit of a bad spot right now. English fleets. Forward to glory. Lose 30 splendor. The last jousting tournament. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. That's 20 years of great buffs for relatively little investment. Not that we have tons of money left, but you know, what's money? We can always fire our advisors if we have to. Also, we can turn off these forts again. Not the one in Malaga here, because we kind of need to have it. We don't have a subject to give our occupied forts to. That's usually something I do, at least I try to remember doing at war, when I have subjects. Because then they can pay for it, and then you transfer the occupation back later on. Morocco declared that war. That's fine. Question is whether we take Ceuta or not in this war. I don't know. So let's just kill these rebels. And... No, that's dumb. Okay, we just lost the siege of Ceuta because I misclicked. It's fine. It's dumb, but it's fine. Because what we're gonna do now, I think I've pretty much shown that we've won this. We don't have to care about the English, right? Even if they were to land troops, it wouldn't be many at once and we could just kill them. So we can just now sit on this war, wait for the 100% war score, and then just grab a bunch of land. Probably would be looking at mostly Iberian land. We could take this, but this costs double war score, so I'm probably not going to take any English land here. We'll just go and take something along these lines. Even more, maybe. Any more centers of trade down there? Just Lisboa itself, which is the capital and thereby super expensive. We could do this. And this. Maybe that's actually worth it. What would it do to a coalition? It would be okay. Yes, it's 4 people, but Tlemcen would drop out of that before Portugal ends its peace deal. So there would not actually be a coalition firing. So you could do a peace deal like this. You would be 109% over... No, 78% overextended. It's all fine. Cost a bunch of admin, which we don't currently have, but that's also okay. And a bit of dip. So yeah, I think this is what I would be going for. And you know, why don't we just do that? Win the time. I'm gonna go ahead and cheat here. I'm gonna go win wars. Oops. Win wars. So now we have 100% war score. Oops, sorry, that's an alarm on my phone for some reason. There you go. So now we have the 100% war score we would usually have to wait for. Now we can peace out for the stuff. And then what I'm actually interested in doing, that's a ton of power projection because we just rivaled them, which is awesome. Make some cores. Should make some, definitely make this a state. Also want to core it eventually, but hey. Also, we can have a look real quick before I do the other things. Now autonomy down here is 50% because it's a territorial core, but not a full core. And now conversion would cost how much at 50% autonomy? So it was 8 ducats at 75% autonomy, 8 ducats a month. Now we're down to 1.54, assuming that that's the same for every... Oh no, maybe we looked at a different province. But it's definitely a lot lower. Okay, let's take Granada here. So at 50% autonomy in Granada, is that right? Yes, we have 4 ducats a month. I'm now gonna go and go, what is it? I think it's power points, capping us out on our monarch points. And yes, this is all utter cheating. I'm gonna fully core this and have a look. What am I looking for? Okay, it dropped from 4 ducats to 3 ducats, but it only dropped by 12% autonomy. So let's reduce autonomy here. That would normally I would not do this because it would cause unrest, but right now this is fine, just for our test purposes. And now we're down to 1.67 ducats a month. So the cost drops drastically as autonomy drops for that conversion. Now I still wouldn't probably convert this because this is 1,000 a month at 1.67 ducats, so we would be paying actually almost 2,000 ducats to convert this province right now. Not worth it, but that's because of the extremely low missionary strength we have. There are obviously options to change that around. No, but what we really want to do here for the end of this little let's try thing is to have a look at forming Spain. Now, that is still done by decision, I assume, yes. We can do it militarily or diplomatically. What do we need to do here? We need to have admin tech 10, 100 legitimacy, and there must be the union between Aragon and Castile. We can try firing that, actually. Let me just have a quick look here. Whoops, sorry for that. Can probably do something like 3716. Like this. Event flavor spa dot 3716? 3716. Iberian wedding. Let us bind their dynasty to ours. Oh, 11 nobles in Gibraltar where randomly we had an army. Got our personal unions. For free. Fulfilled a couple of missions here. What did we fulfill? Subjugate Navarra, sure. And claims Aragon and Italian ambition? Oh, because we now have all the stuff over in Naples. Gives us more claims in Italy. But what we're really looking at is the forming the Spanish nation diplomatically. So what else do we need? We need to add peace, which we have. We need tech 10. We need legitimacy. So I think I can just go tech. Should give me 10 tech levels, I think. Yep. And then we can go ahead and strengthen government once or twice to get to 100 legitimacy. Why can't I do it more? Oh, because I am at 100 legitimacy. There we go. Form Spanish nation diplomatically. Let's do that. Inherit Aragon, country change to Spain, obtain new missions, and then we can have a look at that. I do want the new ambitions and traditions, so we can see what they are. And we got Aragon integrated. Perfect. Bunch of conquest. So what kind of claims do we grab? Okay, we have Burgundian claims over here, and then Northern Italian claims. Interesting. It's an interesting split of the claims here. Funny. And Navarra, of course, which is our in our union now. So, ideas. Let's have a look at Spanish ideas. We still get the 15% morale of armies. We get artillery fire now instead of... I don't remember what that was. Army tradition, maybe? And then we also gain discipline on completion, so it's even better army bonuses from our traditions. Papal influence, colonists, same as before, maybe in a different slot, but definitely still colonists. So you're not losing out on colonists. Bigger navy, heavy ship combat ability, naval leader maneuver. Yeah, navy is not that. I mean, I guess it's a thing to have. Tariffs and envoy travel time. We had production before. Production is way better than tariffs. So this is not insane either. Free a possible diplo policy. You can run one more diplo policy, but not a free one. Okay, that's a very late game thing, if at all. To want more than 3 diplo policies, you need to be super deep in the late game to actually be willing to pay for it. This is rarely useful, I think. And then yearly prestige. Honestly, this seems worse than the Castilian ones. I mean, the 5% discipline might be worth it, and the artillery fired. So the combat is strong. This is an extra pip on the fire phase on the artillery, where the artillery does all its damage. So it's essentially +1 pip on the artillery, which is great. And then discipline morale, obviously awesome. But still, force limit is a bit of money. Colonist, this is just not insane. I think I would have to put the 2 next to each other, but this looks like I would maybe actually sit on Castilian ideas if I were to form Spain. Maybe the combat bonuses are worth it. Discipline is pretty good. And artillery fire is not bad at all. But this? Possible? Why not a free policy? Why a possible policy? That seems so weak. If it was a possible military policy, I could get behind it, but Diplo? Nah. Okay, ideas are a thing. They're not bad ideas. I'm not saying these are bad ideas, but the Castilians seemed stronger at a first glance. And then we have missions. So we can see we kept the old tree, right? Yes, the old tree went down to, I think, here. This is where the Castilian tree ended. I'm not sure if all of the right side here was already there. I don't remember Spanish Netherlands and the Austrian succession. I feel like these have been added. Universal monarchy, be the emperor of the HRE, invade England. I think these also have already been added. Okay. Spanish La Plata was there. King of Granada was there. But I think this right side here is new. And then definitely what's new is this stuff down here. So what do we get? We get Viceroyalty of Spain, where we have to conquer. Well, we have to complete the Aztec and Mayan conquest first, of course. And then to... It seems familiar. Own all of Mexico and have 5 states added to holy orders. This seems very familiar. Potosi silver, strongest trade power. I think this is also not new, actually. And the East Indies. Yeah, this row is not... Is this also not new? Am I just being confused? Colonize California we had before, right? And 45 Florida we had. Native reductions. Native reductions, that sounds awful. Holy Order and a university in Salamanca. No, Salamanca needs to have a university, and I need to have 15 Holy Orders in North and South America. Okay. Could have a look at whether we can do any Holy Orders, by the way. And then this is East Indies stuff. Okay. We also would have to put them side to side, right? I think this all existed before. These 2 existed. The native reductions, I don't remember. The Islas Filipinas, I think they already existed. And then there's a bit of an addition here with the Spanish Netherlands, Spanish Armada. Spanish Armada. More heavy ships than England, or equal. Have a flag. Ooh, we don't have a flagship. We should have a look at flagships. Austrian succession, have Austria be owned by me or my subjects, yeah. Oh yes, this is the Emperor. Okay, so you get a bit more, mostly more European stuff by being Spain. And then maybe a tiny bit more colonial stuff, because this feels new, but maybe this isn't even new. But definitely a bit more European ambition over here. And that's it. So the tree doesn't change too much. It's a bit of an addition, but it's not like insanely many more things to happen there. All right. So what I want to look at, I want to look at holy orders, and I want to look at flagships before we get out of here. So here are the holy orders. We could just grab one of these and assign it to this state, for example, to Galicia, which used to be 1 province, now it's 4. Local construction costs with the Jesuits and missionary strength. Okay, so we could do that down here. No, we can't, because all provinces must be fully court to establish a holy order. All right, but if we fully court this, which, I mean, with our cheats, we just can, we could assign the Jesuits here for missionary strength, construction costs. We could assign the Dominicans for culture conversion cost reduction. This also counts for the expelled minorities. And these modifiers are always pretty big. It seems like you can add pretty strong modifiers on top of each other. So if we had colonies, we could probably get to very, very cheap point of expelling those minorities. Didn't Castile have an expelled minorities reduction in its ideas? Or culture conversion cost? Kind of feel like it. Or we go for the local unrest and monthly devastation reduction, which is okay. I don't know whether you can easily change this. Let's just grab one. Jesuits. Okay, we cannot unestablish a holy order. So the Franciscans are a bit weird, because both of these are province effects that you don't want permanently. Local unrest is great when you great. It's decent when you freshly conquer something, and then it just drops down. Devastation usually drops down to 0 after a while anyway, and then you don't need this anymore. I don't know why you would. This is a very short-term thing, and it costs us points, monarch points, 50. Is that Diplo? Let's see. This costs 50 admin, this costs 50 Diplo, and this. So that's military, the Franciscan. Costs you 50 military points. Oh, you also gain 1 base manpower on every province in the state. Okay, is that the same for these? Base production every province, and slaves get replaced, and base tax. Okay, so you also get some development for your work. So we just got at a 4 province state, we got 4 development for 50 points, which is not bad at all. And we get the bonus. Okay, that makes them much more interesting to me. If you actually get development for it, that's nice. Construction costs, missionary strength. But they're all pretty temporary, honestly. Same thing I said about the Franciscans here is true for the culture conversion too. Once you're done converting, you don't need it anymore. And once you're done missionizing, so religion converting, you also don't need it anymore. Construction cost, I guess, is a more long-term one. Okay, so you get a short-term boost essentially, and then you get the development, which is your long-term boost for your monarch points. Okay, I can see it. I don't think it's bad to do at all. Don't know that it's great, but it's not bad. So we have that. And what about those flagships? How would you go about building a flagship? I've seen it on stream, but I don't remember how they did it. It's not on the military screen, apparently. Select naval doctrine. I don't want that. I want to build a flagship. Can I do it from here? Yes. Okay, so you go to the macro builder, you go build a flagship. I can build it nowhere, why not? Oh, because I need money. What's the console command for money? Probably something like money. Extra cash. Of course, it's cash. Cash. And then let's build a quick flagship here. And oh, now it doesn't even show building times. I just want a place that builds quickly. Because I don't know a console command for completing building. That's all pretty similar here. Let's take the 363 here. I think that's pretty close to the end. Okay, build a flagship in Sevilla. We can build a heavy ship, a light ship, or a galley as our flagship, and then we can add these modifiers to it, which add maintenance cost and a bonus effect. I like the +1 trade power per ship in fleet, definitely. Bonus morale for the fleet. Engagement with seems super strong. And you can select three of these, right? So I can go engagement with, I can go trade power, and then fleet blockade impact, fleet movement speed, flagship durability, Spanish Grand Armada. This is Spanish only. Fleet attrition minus 30%. I don't really care about that too much. Hunt pirate efficiency, also Spanish only, and plus 100% cannon. So that's more oomph on the ship. Not really something I would be looking for. It's just individual ships still. Movement speed on and off ships. Chance of admiral skill gain, privateering efficiency, naval tradition from battles. Trade route map, fleet morale. Just grab the two. These are, because these are fleet wide, I think they're really good. And then trade power is just for peacetime, it's nice. I think this would be my go-to sort of flagship. It costs 169. That's actually not insane as maintenance for a heavy ship, right? Normal maintenance is 1? No, 0.44. Okay, it's like triple. Almost, no, it's quadruple the maintenance of a heavy now. It's pretty expensive. But hey, we're gonna get a flagship. I'm not gonna speed through here though to actually get that build. It's just gonna be a ship, I think. So we've seen on that. I don't know that there's anything else to show you here for the Spanish. I think we're pretty much done there. And we're gonna have a look at some other new nation or newly changed nation in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, especially if you like these kinds of videos, do tell me in the comments. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time.